Hi, folks. Over here because the camera's over here. George here. Now I'm looking in the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna do another upload here. I'm gonna switch the camera over. I might do this in two, possibly three parts, because maybe three parts, because I've got a lot of coins in this box here. These are the coins that when I started my coin collecting back, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, something like that. These were the initial coins, the ones in the box here with all the slabs. Should switch it over. The coins here in the slabs, these are the ones here like you see here from INB, International Numismatic Bureau. I don't know if you can read that. It doesn't really show, but yeah, they're mostly nickels and Indian head penny or Indian head nickel, right? INB from International Numismatic Bureau. Apparently I was told that these coins don't hold any value and they're graded incorrectly and they're not a reputable grading company. But I just wanted to show you what I have here. If you want me to actually see the coins, I wouldn't mind if you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and specifically let me know in when I state what I have, if you would like to see the pictures of them. Like I said, it might be in three parts this video, so anyway, what I have here in this container, or in this envelope, 16 state quarters. I guess they're from the United States, hence 16 state quarters. And let's get into this. Quite a few envelopes here. This one doesn't have anything written on it. This was 1987 uncirculated coin set in an envelope. This one has 2011 NIFC American, 1971, 1972, 1978 Kennedy half dollars. And in the 1971 has a possible die crack. Also, there's 1966, 1967, 1965P, and a 1967 in this envelope. Next envelope, we have the 5 ounces of copper, 1 ounce each. They're the 5 ounce copper rounds. This one, I'll have to see what it is. Sorry, some of them have my address on it, so I don't want to show you that. The U.S. Mint 2009. Let me see. This must be a 2009 minted quarters. I'll just show you that. 2009. Sorry, I got a very bright flashlight on my phone. United States Mint. All the 6 coins. Okay. In the next envelope, we have lots of pennies in here. We go down the list. 1884 Indian Head, 1956 D Shiny, 1958 D, 1943 Steely, 1945, 1942 D, 1953 D, 1956 Possible Die Break, 1947, 1958, 1936, 1935, 1934, possibly. I couldn't read it. That's why there's a check mark there. 1946 overcast. I'm not sure what that means. There might be something on the penny itself. 1945, 1944, 1949D, possible large date. 1946D, 1955D, 1944, 1945D, 1945, 1957D, 1918, and a 1914. These are all wheat cents. Okay. Next we have a 1940 Jefferson nickel, 1948 Jefferson nickel, a 1930 Indian head, 1936 Indian head. And for the wheat pennies, 47D, 56D, 45, 44S, 53S, 51D. Canadian penny, 1963, and 1926, 1930, and 1936. And in this package, we have an 1889 Indian head, 1940D wheat cent, 1953 wheat cent, 1935, 1957 bright. It's really shiny. Another 1943 Steely, 1957, 1937, a 1953, 1949D, 1950, 1941, 1956D, 1955, 1956 Bright, 1951, 1940D, 1955, and a 1945, and a 1934, a 1941, a 1954S, 1956, 1938, and a 1940D. Next package, we have an 1875 seeded Liberty Dime, an 1891 Indian head. Then we have 1939, 1956 D, 1948, 1937, 1956, 1946, a 43D Steely, a 47, a 52D, a 41, 53, 58, 44, 53D, a 57D Shiny, 58D, 1921, 1939, 1921, 1950, 1958, 1942D, 1953, and a 52D, and an 1891 Indian head in that package. About 3 or 4 more packages. This one, I think, just has one 1890 Indian head penny. Let me just see. I'm going to put my phone down here quick. Check the package. Yes. Just so you have a look at that. 1890 Indian head penny. Check this out. It's a little black in the center, but there we go. So I had it on a have it in a flip, so 1 cent, 1 penny. Sorry, the light gets in the way. 1891. And like 1890, sorry, and it's pretty dark because of the wear, I guess. Okay. And the next package, a lot more pennies in here also. We have 1991 nickel, we have 1956D, 1923 white, not sure what that means, 1944 white, 1919 white, 1942, 1921, 1942, 1953, 1947, 1957, 1917, 1942, 1940, 1935, 1941, 1955, 94, 94, 57, 94 on the bottom, or 1944, sorry, and And then we have 57D, 34D, 44, 44, 51, 44, 51, 34, 1956 shiny, 1957 shiny, 1943 D Steely, 1950 shiny, and 1955 shiny. And we got a couple more for this video left. In this package we have an 1883, 1943 or 45, not sure, Steely. It's an S, not a D. 1945 wheat, 1920 wheat, 1929 D wheat, 1941. Then we've got a 1946 D, 1958 D, 1958 D damaged, clipped, planchet possibly, 1956 D wheat, 1942, 1957 D, 1958 damage clipped over up here, 1958, 1950, 1957, 1939, 1944, 1946, 1935, and so on and so forth. Hang on.